I have pretty good news today. I actually hit my 500 subscriber. I got the notification in the morning. So I think it was one of my S2000 subscribers. So shout out to him. Having said that, I definitely appreciate everyone who stuck with me from the beginning. So what is going on, guys? So that was 5 years ago almost, the clip that I took from going from 500 subscribers to 5,000. I'm not saying that I made it, but in today's video, I want to go ahead and just thank all my 5,000 subscribers, 5,000 plus. I waited a little bit before it dips down to $4.99, etc. in case, I made a 5,000 video and then it's not 5K. But no, for sure, I would like to thank all of you. This is going to be a one take. Unedited. I don't know how long it's gonna go, but I have a few notes out here to give a few tips to all the startups out there who are interested in the advice, and from there just talk about my journey. And I don't know, where do I even start? I think I started back in 2017. I was really afraid of putting myself out there. When I had the Mark 6, I had a ton of Mark 6 content. I would used to make videos and delete them because I don't think it was good enough. I got a GoPro for its specific purpose. I shot everything and still it wasn't good enough, and then I deleted it. And I should have saved all of my clips or my material into the hard drive, but I didn't think of buying additional hard drive. It's expensive, and I should have done that. But that's a lesson in a way to everyone out there to keep shooting. That's where I'll start. Whatever you think is not good enough, just keep it. Just keep shooting, and from there you can always kind of go back. And when you rewatch it, it's not as cringeworthy as you might think. Now, you will have an audience out there that will be specific to your individual niche and what your material is, and like your personality for who you are. Of course, there's gonna be haters and everything, and that's gonna be the fact of life. And I'm saying this with a lot of confidence, with a lot of assurance, but that is easier said than done, right? But in today's video, I want to just talk about a couple of points, key points that I have right here in terms of how to make it work. Now, right off the bat, if you guys are wondering how much I make, because this video is monetized, or not, this video won't be monetized. This channel will be monetized. But starting off, you need at least 1,000 subscribers, I think, and 100,000 views. And I didn't achieve that until late into probably even, I don't know, 2018-ish, I think. I'm not quite sure, I forget. But in order for you to do so, those are one of your minimum criteria. And from here, I used to make around $300 per month based on all the videos I put out in terms of like customizing the Mark 7 and everything, and it went up from there to like maybe a peak of $350 per month. And now, after having kids, it's dropping. It's halved, right? It cut in half. A little bit about myself, you guys who don't know me. My name is Ricky. I have a normal 9-to-5 job, or as normal as it could be, 9 to 5. You could call it that. But basically 8-hour day. And from there, we are new parents of twins. Not really new, we're a year in. Not saying that we're vetted, but we are a year in. And we have 2 amazing girls who went from newborns, infants, and now they're toddlers. Amazing. But having said that, it really took a toll in my creations or my video uploads. Not my creativity, I think, because there's still a lot of things going on. You definitely write everything that I go from one thing to another, but definitely write out your ideas. Get a notepad or get a phone. I think a notepad would work. I haven't brought my notepad because I left it at my desk, but writing it down really does work. On top of that, get something where you could go ahead and keep track of everything. So even if it's a notepad, even your phone, I would say definitely get something to go ahead and organize your task. Make bullet points, checklists, but that goes about right for all types of, not just video creating, not just YouTube, but through life, right? Now, in terms of that, getting back to what I was stating, newborn parents, and I don't know. I just don't know where to go from here because I'm not experienced at all. I think 5,000 is, I'm grateful for all 5,000 of you, but I just don't know what type of advice I could give to guarantee everything. Now, what I could guarantee is the fact that if you don't give up, I think it will show, your work will show in one way or another. Whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, whether it's with the public. Of course, if you have a public and you have more subscribers, it's going to be validation for everything that you do. And in terms of me, being validated like that just gives me more of a drive to keep going forward. But going back to the money that I make, everything that I make goes back into the channel. And that is true for what the other YouTubers say in terms of how much they make and what they do. YouTubing is not going to be an easy task if you do a full-time job. I think definitely don't quit your full-time job and pursue it if you don't have the means to do so. That's why I still have a full-time job. That's why I need my full-time job for insurance, for the girls, for a steady paycheck, because we are a single income family. But I guess maybe I'm getting too personal into it. But other than that, I think you still have to go ahead and be responsible. I think that's the way. If you're younger and you have, the time to go ahead and expend and the ability to not retain a full-time job, then by all means, yes, that would give you more of a dedication to it. More of a kind of like an insecurity saying that you have to make it, or else, you won't have a place to live or anything to eat. Now, in terms of the money being sent or spent, I'll spend it on various modifications. Even various modifications, I still am hesitant of it because back in the Mark 6, I did a lot of it. I did a lot of stage 2 modifications. The car was quick. However, it made the car unreliable, and now especially with being a daily driver, especially being just not dumping a ton of money in the car, I do aesthetic mods, like AliExpress stuff, and that's when all the hate comes in. And the fact is, I think my AliExpress video is one of the top ranking or top money-making videos for me in my personal channel. And that's where you have to ignore the haters and you have to ignore the negative comments. And from time to time again, you have a lot of positivity coming through saying that ignore all the negative stuff and then just keep doing you. And that's one of the advices that I would like to pass along. Now, the camera that I'm shooting right here, the microphone that I'm shooting, all that goes back into, all the money goes back into the camera gear. Now, in terms of like eating and all that, or spending it on vacations, that's really far from the truth, at least for me, at least for a 5,000 subscriber channel. It also really depends on the views that you get as well. So if you have a ton of subscribers but you don't have views, then that also states a fact. Other than that, let's go ahead and just move on to what about gear? I mean, what about gear? Does it matter? Gear doesn't really matter to a point where if you have kind of like a low resolution camera and it's kind of old, doesn't autofocus, it's jittery, that will matter. So I think the most important is maybe have a tripod to keep everything steady, and have a phone. I think all you need is kind of like a Samsung Galaxy phone where it's electronically stabilized, or an iPhone. I think the iPhone works best in my point of view because it's so easy to go ahead and upload videos into your MacBook and from there just edit everything. Now what I use is Final Cut Pro. I have a MacBook and I AirDrop or transfer everything from USB-C to Lightning port into my hard drive. And from there just save everything, document everything, and just organize everything. And even if you don't have time to edit, you have a folder there, dated and everything, so you could go back and go to your specific folder and edit everything on a first in, first out type of basis. In terms of gear, definitely all you need for a startup, in my opinion, is a tripod or selfie stick, in which I have here. And this is basically my setup right here. And an iPhone Pro, iPhone. I have a 13 mini. It works just as good. 4K works just as good. It's stable, especially if you hold it. If you're conscious of how you're holding it, just don't walk around bouncing it. Creates a decent video for you. A mic would be nice, especially with the wind muff. I'm saying this right now. Hopefully this kind of dulls down the wind because it is pretty windy. But everything in terms of audio, and you don't have to go full-blown professional gear until maybe when you're more comfortable. Now, practice makes perfect again. So everything that you're doing right here, even if it's a really bad video, it will go ahead and build up your tolerance or your credentials and give you more of a, I don't know, like a more experienced type of effect. Now, moving on, I think don't set your expectation. Don't set your expectations too high in the beginning. Set your goals. I think that is true. For me personally, I think I was happy enough just to go ahead and get my videos out and not have negative comments, if you will. I think if I had more negative comments, it would be like a deterrent. Maybe I'll put a B-roll into one of my first videos out there that I thought was really good. It was a snow day, the office was closed. I was out anyway, and I got like a message saying, or I called in the hotline saying the office is closed, and I was out. And I had my GoPro with me, and then I went to the local parking lot and I put a GoPro on, and I was recording it. And I put in like what do you call that? A music that is not, that's free music. I'm sorry, free music. Copyright. I'm sorry, copyright free music. I found a really good song. I think it's like Alan Walker, supposedly like free music. I put that on, overlaid it to my Mark 6 drifting in the snow, and I thought that's pretty dope. You know, I have a banger right here. I put it up, and then immediately, I think some comments were saying that is cringeworthy or something. That is that whatever it is. I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that, you know. But looking back, if you look back at this video right here, I'm pretty sure I could find a B-roll of it, or the exact video. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, and but that, you know, it's just once you get your first video out there, it's gonna go ahead and just build up your portfolio. It's gonna build up your credentials, and that's all I have to say. So don't worry about it. Once you build it up, it's good, and it also creates kind of like a story for you to reflect on and for you to, in a way, laugh at. Exactly what I'm doing right now because it's so far in the past. Right, but I know everything that I'm saying right now is in a way kind of like cliche, but it's just truth. It's not going to be like an overnight fairy tale story unless you have like a viral story. You definitely have to put work into the channel, but definitely don't be discouraged. Again, keep going at it and don't be discouraged. And the fact that you have support, I think having a great support system is also key as well. My girlfriend back then, now my wife, has been an amazing support system. Whatever I have to get work done, like even right now, I'm off today, but being off today doesn't, you know, I can spend my day off helping the group, in which I do, right? But she gives me time to go ahead and do a video first, and then from there, go ahead and take care of the girls afterwards. So having a good support system like that is key as well. Now, for those of you who are, let's say, don't have the support system, or you know, then you might have to explain to them, you know, this is something that you want to going forward, something that is serious to you and it's like a hobby. So same thing, you have your dreams, YouTube your dream. For those of you who YouTube is your dream, it's the same thing, you know, career-wise, you know, dream career, dream anything, you have to work towards it. So I don't know how long this is, I can't see it. For those who are falling asleep, wake up. For those who are sticking with me, I'll keep going. But I think that is it in terms of what I want to address. So what is my main success, or what is my main success story, a secret to having 5K? Again, I don't have any. I don't have any secrets to go out. I definitely just went ahead and did my thing. Now, even with the girls right now, my normal typical day would be to go to work, and from there, going back out to do the nightly routine and help the girls, or help my wife put the girls to sleep, feed them and everything, spend some time with them. And then from there, I think one of the videos out there really hit me in terms of like the reality of a YouTuber. If you quit something that you're really, if you pursue something that is your dream and having it maintain a full-time job, I think that part of it will create the anxiety, will create the stress for you to keep on going, to keep on satisfying your general public or your subscribers. And from there, kind of create more of like a deadline for everything. You have to keep going. Your mind never, it really is, your mind never sleeps. Even so, it's like, if you have free time, it's like, what am I missing? What am I missing? What can I do to take advantage of the free time? Now, after putting the girls to sleep, sometimes I'll spend time with my wife in terms of watching like a Netflix show or a movie, but most of the time it's me doing work. And that's completely, you have to go ahead and maintain that aspect of it. And the fact that whether or not it's, but yeah, so I think that about ends my video right here. That's a cue for me to go with the bike motor engine running. But overall, I think you guys are, but to sum up, main key to success in my opinion is to just keep going. Whatever you film, don't delete. Just keep going, keep filming. If the video is not good enough for you, it builds up your credential, it builds up your experience. All the video editing, especially with Final Cut Pro, I knew nothing. And then from there, after months and months of years and years of editing, I'm still not an expert, but I definitely knew more than I did in the past. Now, in regards to like music and everything, TubeBuddy is what I use to go ahead and keep a track of my subscribers and the content and what interest rates or what type of videos are best for me to go ahead and pursue the video ideas and whatnot. Music-wise, I use Epidemic Sound. I might even go ahead and throw in an affiliate link. I'll have to research that below to see if I could go ahead and get like, what do you call that? Commission, right? Again, this might be a 20-minute video, unedited, I'm sorry. But other than that, that's all I have. And again, all the startup YouTubers, good luck. I definitely have a startup channel myself, additional one for my family. And that is, I'm taking my own advice, don't expect overnight success and keep going. And once again, for all the 5,000 plus subscribers watching my video right now, thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for supporting us. And I'll see you guys in my next one. And if you guys are, have advice for me on what to improve, or what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and what other videos you'd like to see me do. If it's like, it's gonna be a lifestyle channel, cars, reviews, gadget. I thought it used to be sneakers. I used to be a sneakerhead, but I think I'm just out of date with that. Other than that, my name is Ricky. Once again, thank you for watching. Again, signing out. See you guys in the next one. Take care.